Well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are. I told you guys about a week, 2 weeks ago, that CM Punk was a selfish prick. And the fact that this man was booked to beat Jon Moxley is an absurdity beyond all absurdities. This man, via Sports Illustrated, is either about to get fired by the company or is going to be at the least suspended because of a backstage altercation. AEW is fucking falling apart and now everybody's onto it. I've been onto it. I've been saying it for the last 2 weeks. 2 weeks. This man does not care about you. He doesn't give a shit about me. He doesn't give a fuck about the wrestling community. And I'm using all these profanities because it's the truth. This is exactly how he would tell us. If he was really honest with himself, if he was really honest, if he was transparent with all of us, mind all that noise. I mean, it's just like he does not care about the business. All he cares about is greens and his name and his brand being, plastered all over the place in buildings that they go to, whether it be in Chicago or Pittsburgh, wherever. That's all he gives a shit about. That's all he cares about. This man does not love the business. CM Punk is an embarrassment. So now I want all you AEW, not the AEW fans, I want all the CM Punk fanboys to ask themselves this question now that this is happening. I want you to ask yourself, was the altercation and all the beef CM Punk's fault with the WWE, or was it the WWE's fault? Think about this, and before you decide on which way you want to go, before you make up your mind, before you give your answer, I want you to think about this. Vince McMahon and the company gave this man a 434 day reign. See, I mixed up my words there. 434 days. That was, up to Brock Lesnar and then Roman Reigns, the longest reign in the modern era. It was top 10. They didn't like this man. They didn't understand why he was over with the fans. And they sure as hell didn't think that he was that great of a fucking performer. But what did they do? They put business aside and gave the fans what they wanted and put his ass up there for 434 days until The Rock whooped his ass. And I don't even remember his damn title reign. All I remember is the fights with Jericho, Cena, because he faced him 1 billion times. Maybe Del Rio was in there. But beyond that, I don't remember any of his title reign. Like, at all. So, it's like, I agree with Roman Reigns. I do, because 5 months ago or so, he said that Punk was never as over as Cena or The Rock or Stone Cold. It's just he was what he was, and that's it. And it's the truth. The man's always been second best. But the fans, for whatever fucking reason, like this ass. I don't know whether they identify with him. Because I stated before, he represents the possibility of any average Joe becoming a professional wrestler and then being up there. That's why people resonate with him. Because not everybody could be Roman Reigns. But everybody can damn sure be CM Punk. Physically, anyway. So, yeah, what is the answer now? And this is an embarrassment on the company's behalf to put him as champ. He shouldn't have beaten Moxley. If Moxley would have won and then this shit would have happened, the company gets off free and clear and he looks like the dumbass and the asshole. Now, Tony Khan and the entire entire company of AEW now looks like a bunch of jackasses because this is a man that they decided to put as champ. But this might be good news for me, and I'll tell you why. Already, because I don't like CM Punk and all that, but my hope is Jon Moxley will come to his senses and jump off of the fucking Titanic that is AEW right now before it's too late. He needs to get in talks with Triple H. He needs to come back and he needs to fight Roman and he needs to get his name back in the thick of things in WWE and make a Hall of Fame career there. Because this ain't working. This ain't cutting it, man. 'Cause 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 Vince is no longer in charge. For me and everybody else, that makes a huge difference in possible returns. And this is what I'd like to see. But getting back to CM Punk, the man is selfish. I swear to God, Triple H said it best, and back in 2011, you're no different than anybody else in this business. But the difference between him and Triple H was Triple H said he was going to step on you, he was going to stomp on you, he was going to go through you, and you can't do shit about it. This man, CM Punk now, he likes to play the martyr. He's been playing the martyr ever since 2011. He wants to be the catalyst for change as long as it benefits him. And I'm done with it. I hate liars. I hate people who back up on their word. I hate people that don't go through with their commitments. Because there's no defense for him. It wasn't a bad business deal. They're not asking him to do anything that's absurd. They're not asking much of this guy. They're paying him all this fucking money, and all he needs to do is go out there, wrestle, and fucking be a locker room leader like he claims to be and shit. That's all he wanted from him. That was the deal. And he can't even do that. It's him. It's not the wrestling industry. It's him. AEW is supposed to be the land of opportunity. The land of the fucking WWE rejects, pretty much. Most of them. Oh, you WWE, you think you don't need me? Fine, I'll go to AEW and we'll kick your ass in the ratings. That's how this shit started. So Jericho and everybody else can spin it all the way they want. Jim Ross too. Oh, we were never meant to compete with WWE and there was no way in hell that was going to happen and we're never going to beat them on anything. Then why did you insinuate that when the company first started? I'll make another video on that, on why AEW will never be as good as WWE or any other company ever. But this is all. I'm signing off for now on this topic. But all I gotta say is, CM Punk, you're a lying piece of shit. You fucking are not a locker room leader. And you're the biggest fraud in wrestling history. See ya, punk.